Hello, my name is Crystal and I'm your Hope Catalyst. Over the last few videos, I have talked about myths in dealing with grief. The first one I talked about is do not feel bad, don't cry. And I got a lot of people talking about how in different things that they've gone through, they've heard that word before and how it makes them feel. The second one is replace the loss. When something gets missing or you lose something, you can always substitute it with something else. And we defined this and said it was not right, especially because every loss is unique. Everything means something to us. And because it means one thing or the other to us, it's important for us to make sure that we are able to identify what it means and deal with whatever pain it is that we're going through. The third thing we talked about is grieve alone. Usually we say when people are grieving, we tend to want to give them space so that they can deal with their grief, and hopefully that helps. But what it does is it separates them from us. It makes them feel even more alone, and it usually is a very tough time for the person that is grieving. The fourth one is just give it time. We tend to say time heals all things, and because time heals all things, if you just give it time, you will feel better. But again, we have realized that not doing anything about it in the time that you're given it definitely doesn't mean it make you heal. So you have to do something so that you can heal. And the last one I talked about in the last video was being strong for others. And of course, a lot of people identified with this because we all just hear be strong, be strong, be strong for others. So today I'm going to be talking about the final myth that I want you to know about, which is keep busy. How many times have you heard, don't stop, keep moving, be active, just do something, just be doing something about it. And somehow, also it feels right? That when you're just doing something about it, you're doing something about it, you will not have the time to focus on the grief. You won't have the time to be weighed down as it says. But what definitely does happen if you don't stop to grieve or stop to take care of that pain, you realize that what happens is you will eventually break down. And a lot of times, this comes across as something that is, very, very easy for people to say. It's inactivity. So if you start, in my place where I come from, I'm Yoruba. After the mourning process, there was something that they'll say, maybe the wife of the deceased can now go out. It almost as if start getting very busy, start getting very active, because when you are active, it will kind of it will help you to forget. But how do you forget? Someone that has been in your life for the last 37 years, how do you forget? Someone you've been married to for the last 15 years, or how do you forget something that you've had for as long as you've been alive? Having said this, what to do is not just to get active, and it's to pause and take time to deal with that grief. In keeping busy and in keeping active, I think what happens is some people even go ahead to form something, to start something. I've seen people that maybe someone dies, and the first thing that friends and family they are thinking of is, we need to set up a foundation for this person, so we can remember what this person is to us, where they have been with us. But that probably sometimes is not the best thing to do. We need to first, like I said, internalize, feel how the death makes us feel, how being out of that marriage makes you feel, losing that job makes you feel. And the next thing is not to jump onto another job or quickly jump into another relationship, leaving one relationship and say, I don't want to leave any void. I just want to have another boyfriend and just move on and move on. Or probably just looking at it and saying, what, I'm just going to take on another course. And without person to really understand and see what went wrong with the other one, or what actually could I have done better with this other one. I hope that these videos have helped you. Remember, these are the things that we shouldn't be telling the people that are grieving, or even when we're grieving ourselves, making sure that we don't find ourselves in this myth in trying to deal with our grief. When we are grieving, we should not tell ourselves that, no, I don't want to cry. I don't want to feel bad about this thing. I don't want to feel bad, or I want to be strong for the rest of my siblings, or I need to just keep going back to work. You know, this keep busy thing is one that is very, it really cuts home for me, because I remember when my dad died and I was told about it. I, just broke down and said, oh, my dad died. And I said, you know what? Work needs to continue. And I brought out my laptop and I was just working. I remember my friends that were close to me were wondering, is she okay? Has something gone wrong with her? And, I just kept working. And at some point, I just burst out in tears and I just started wailing. I literally started wailing as, it just dawned on me what had happened. That my dad, that I had known for about 36 years of my life, was gone. And it's the same thing. So keeping busy is not the solution for dealing with your grief. I hope that this myths that I've shared over the past few videos has really helped you. I would like to read from you. I want you to please drop your comments for me in the comment box and tell me how you feel, what you think, and what your thoughts about this myth. And also, is there anything you would like me to talk about in any of my videos? Please let me know, and that way I'll be answering your questions. Have a lovely day. Hopefully, we'll see you again in the next video, and I'll be treating a couple of other things that will help you in dealing with your grief. Bye.